Welcome back. Let's jump into basic styling. Right now what we have is a website that looks like this. Ew. Gross. By the end of episode 3, we will have a website that looks like this. Ooh. Let's begin. The first thing we're going to have to do is to create a folder for our full website. And I'm just going to create that folder here and move my index.html into there. Then with my Sublime text editor, I have to create a new file. And I'll call it style.css. And I'll save it into that same folder. Now the style.css is the file that will have all of our styling information. However, in order for the styling to be applied to our HTML page, we have to connect the two files together. To do that, on our index.html page, we link the style.css page. And again, just by typing link and pressing tab, Sublime Text automatically creates this template for me. The first thing we're going to style is the image. To do so, we type img. That refers to our image element, and we're going to give it its characteristics within these brackets. So I'll give it a width of 300 pixels and refresh the page. If I don't define a height, then my image will take on a width of 300 pixels and it will maintain its aspect ratio. Next, let's make everything on our page centered. And to do that, we will modify our body tag. Now remember, the body tag encloses everything that we see on our document. So by giving the body a text align center, everything will be centered. Let's modify our header now. So same, we just type in h1 and within these brackets, we will style our header. Let's give it a nice background color. Here, there are several options for colors. There are some preset colors, such as red, or we can use the RGB notation. Or we can use hex, which is hash symbol and the hexadecimal code we need for the color. These can be found online for any color that you want. Despite having a nice background color, we want to give it a little bit more volume. To do so, we will give it a padding, which will provide space around the text. Finally, let's change our text color to white so it'll look nice. Perfect. Now, let's put our image right next to our text so that the image and the text is side by side. So the first thing I have to do is move my image above the text. And let's keep this under the h1 tags. Refresh the page. Now, to make the text side by side with the image, most elements that we create take up the full width of the document. However, if we give it a styling of displaying inline block, then it will only take up as much width as its content. For example, this image will only then take up this amount of space. To demonstrate, I'm going to give the image a display property value of inline block, and the h3, which is this is definitely a legit part, a display inline block as well. If I refresh the page, now the image and this text is side by side. I want more than just this line, I want these two lines as well. So I can also give the p tags display inline block, refresh the page, and this is not what we want. Notice also that by giving p display inline block, this styling is applied to both p tags. In order for us to move all three of these elements next to the picture, we have to use one of the most important and commonly used tools for styling HTML, the div. And what is the div? Find out in the next exciting episode.